Hi everyone! As I said before, the three main pillars of Athena are inbox management, calendar management, and travel management. These are the key areas you'll be focusing on as an XP, and they make up your daily tasks. Now, according to Athena, calendar management is the trickiest. It's the part where most XPs struggle during training, especially in Project Test 1, which has the highest failure rate. So, I thought, why just explain calendar management to you when I can just show you? In this video, I'm going to break down calendar management with a practical example. It will be a quick roleplay with two characters. Renee will act as the XP, and Alex will be the client. In the first part of the video, you'll see how Renee gets ready and prepares to manage Alex's calendar as his XP. In the second part, they'll hop on a call and work through calendar management together in Google Calendar. This will give you a clear idea of what you'll be doing as an Athena XP or a virtual assistant for any client or organization. If you find this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be sharing more role plays for inbox and travel management soon, and I wouldn't want you to miss out.
Hi there. So today I'm going to be preparing for my call with Alex tomorrow, and our session is going to be on calendar 1, which is diagnosing his calendar pain points for the next 2 weeks. Since he already gave me access to his calendar during our last session, I've already gone ahead and looked or identified some common calendar pain points, which is already we can already see here. And I already noted some in the preference sheet. This is going to be very helpful in navigating the conversation tomorrow, since I'm going to be filling up the action item section here real time, just so we can gain alignment with our client. And after the call, it's just going to be a lot of implementation and improving at least the first 2 weeks for now. Now, let's look at Alex's calendar. So at a glance, you already saw that there's a lot of double booked meetings or triple ones, back-to-back meetings, and of course, color coding. So with color coding, I am so tempted to bring that up tomorrow, but I'm gonna save that for calendar session number 2, just because I want the session to be targeted and well navigated to just and focus to just fix the first 2 weeks, because that's the immediate action that I can do this early in the partnership. So baby steps, you know? So if we go back to the prep guide, after the session, we should have like a plan on revamping the client's calendar for the next 2 weeks. And the goal here is that there's going to be a little bit of hand-holding here from the client, because this is still early on in the partnership. So the goal is that whenever there are any inquiries about calendar scheduling, we can answer on their behalf. But at this point, we can't delete or remove some events in their calendar without their sign off first. So like I said earlier, baby steps. This is just mainly for putting out fires. Next session, it's going to be about maintaining that the calendar will not have as much fires, because by then I'm going to be downloading a lot of his calendar preferences, and that's just going to sharpen my judgment better in managing his calendar. So wish me luck. I'm so excited. See ya. Hey, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Renee.
Good morning. So today we're going to be discussing about calendar. So we've already discussed, you've already given me access to all the important stuff, your inbox, your calendar. We already set up our password manager at this point. So now we're going to be talking about me diagnosing your calendar pain points. So
Yep.
when you gave me access to your calendar, remember me asking if I can snoop around and check what the common pain points are, and I've already found some. So let me share that with you right now. Okay, so first let me share with you what the usual pain points are. Usually there's like overlapping meetings, double booked, and back-to-back meetings, meaning there's no breaks in between. and with no breaks in between, that can account for an unbalanced work-life balance schedule. And then so forth, like not having any food breaks and too much context switching. So with those in mind, I already diagnosed some that are present in your current calendar. So I've fast forwarded to your weeks here, 2 weeks specifically, and found that these are present. Especially you have double booked meetings, overlapping meetings, back to back, and even triple overlapping meetings, which I'll discuss with you later. So how does this all sound to you?
I mean, I think it sounds great. You can tell that I'm pretty disorganized when it comes to putting events into my calendar. So it's like, I might be able to make sense of it, but to someone else, it looks like absolute chaos. So I think it's better if we try to make it less like absolute chaos. So I appreciate your work and I'm eager to hear what you've come up with.
Absolutely. So like this session is mainly for putting out fires, and that's what we're going to do. After this session, I'm going to be applying all of the alignment that we get here. Sounds good?
Yeah, so like you'll tell me what you think needs to be done here, and we'll kind of sign off on it and have you take care of it.
Absolutely. So I'll walk you through and just align with you and confirm with you if my judgment is all good and accurate, because like basically I drew all of this from observing your calendar 2 weeks from last week. Okay, so let's dive into it. So let's go to my observations that I've noted here. So for your first week, I've noticed that you have 2 double book meetings, meaning they're kind of overlapping. For example, you have a block here for marathon training, and you're one-on-one with Sonia. So can you tell me more about your marathon training and how I can better schedule your time here?
Yeah, so I think, given the importance of the one-on-one, I think we're just gonna have to figure out another place to put marathon training. I can probably make up for that run on the weekend. So I would say we can unblock my one-on-one there by removing that half marathon training for now.
Okay, got it. So I see that the half marathon training is spread out throughout your week. You have one here, you have one here, you also have one here.
Yeah, those are part of a training plan that I've been following since before I started this new role. So I might need your help figuring out where I can actually land those in a place that makes sense within my schedule. Those are kind of aspirational for right now. So I would say, for the purposes of unblocking double bookings, any meeting that I have at this stage, internal meetings should take priority over the half marathon trainings that are for midday, and maybe we can find room for them towards the end of my day, or even prioritize putting some of them onto a weekend.
So I'll be doing that, and let me jot that down in here.
Yeah, we need to find a way to keep it on the calendar, but just not when it overlaps with anything work related at this point. I don't have the flexibility in my calendar yet to be able to know when I'll be able to go for a midday run.
So let me note that for now, that we'll find a better time slot for it, just so it's on a low prio, but we'll make sure that you're still able to do your marathon training.
Yeah, I'm pretty strict about making sure I do get some workouts in during the week. I'm just going to need you to help me find that time for it. Whether it means just moving things around or finding a slot early morning before the day really picks up. Like, I'd love it if you could help me to stick to that. I'm pretty focused on making sure that happens.
Got it. Okay. So just for my better understanding, for your marathon training, I'll find a better time for that. But within the week, are you okay with doing it on a weekday, or would you like it spread out?
I think we should make some use of those weekend slots as well that are probably, maybe I didn't reflect on my calendar. That's one thing I'm looking to get better at, is making sure everything is fully documented and visible to you. So I think like you can prioritize putting some of those on Sunday or Saturday. And then, if we could aim to try to get 2, kind of hour-long exercise slots into my calendar during the week, on either Tuesday or Thursday or Wednesday and Friday even. I think that would be a great goal for us to have.
Got it. I'll note those down because in our next session we're going to be discussing your preferences, and I'll have a better handle at planning your marathon training, because for now we're just going to have to be putting out fires and identifying some pain points. So does that sound good for you just for now?
Yeah. Yep, I get it. I think we're at the sort of, get everything under control first, and then we can sort of work to try to create something that's more ideal going forward. Okay. Is that what I'm getting from you?
Yep, correct. The next on the list is that on Tuesday, you have 2 double book meetings with Sonia. Can you tell me what happened here?
I think I just, a meeting's so important, I booked it twice. I would obviously get rid of one of those.
Absolutely, okay.
Looks like I double booked lunch too, so you can tell excited about lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Is this typical of a lot of new clients at Athena, that they come in with calendars that are this messy?
Absolutely. I've heard from one of my batchmates that some clients do have more relaxed calendars, but it's pretty common for tech startup founders to have very busy calendars that even stretch out through the weekends. And so you can only imagine that EAs have their hands full with being mindful of their clients' time and just protecting their bandwidth as best as they can, even as early as a partnership.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we got the message. When the meeting is important, you double book it. I'm going to delete your double book meetings here for your one-on-ones with Sonia and your lunch, as well as relaxing or finding a better time for your marathon training. But I saw here that you put like a all-day reminder for your wife Abby's birthday. Can you tell me what your plans are for tomorrow? Are you going to take the day off? Is there a celebration? What are your plans?
I mean, I'm not going to take the day off, but I think we're going to, do dinner in the evening. Haven't planned it yet.
That's something I can absolutely do for you. Have you already gotten her a gift?
No. Was going to get around to it for sure. Okay. So no, the answer to that is no.
Okay, I got you. I will absolutely, after this call, aside from fixing your pain points in your calendar, I'm gonna find a great restaurant, A+ restaurant, and a gift for Abby. So I'll DM you later on the details on that. How does that sound?
If you could look into that, that would be great.
Okay, awesome. I'll put a note on that. Okay, so now we can jump over to your Wednesday. I see that you have 2 double book meetings or overlapping ones. Let's talk about Sonia's and Alfreen first. Mm-hmm. Between the 2, which one is more high prio, so I can reschedule as needed here?
Yeah, Sonia is my manager, so those need to be given priority over Afreen. We can find a time with Afreen for later in the day or on another day. I think Sonia is going to take priority there.
Got it. Fully noted. Okay, I see next here that brainstorming for an Athena project and marketing collab is overlapping. Is this a group meeting, or is it just a placeholder for you in case
that's a
clients? Mm-hmm.
That was a placeholder for me to spend some time really kind of just doing some solo work to try to focus on something that I've got coming up as a priority. So given that it's a solo meeting, we can reshift that around to accommodate for the marketing meeting that's also at 3:30.
Got it. Got it. On your Thursday, you have a review meeting with Sonia and a Q3 planning that's overlapping here.
Let's see if we can consolidate the one-on-one with the review meeting with Sonia and try to have that kind of and I think she would respect the idea of trying to fold those in. So maybe if you could make a note there that we should try to consolidate those two meetings to leave space for the Q3 planning at 3:30. That would probably be the best. We'll probably talk about some of the same material in the one-on-one as we would in the review meeting anyway. So
got it. Meeting with Sonia. Sounds good. I'll take note of that. Okay. So for Friday, I see that the budget and strategic planning review are overlapping. Are these just task placeholders for you that I can shift around just so it's clear?
yeah, we can consolidate those into the same block.
Okay.
I'll probably need a little bit more time than I budgeted. So maybe we could bump those up to a 90-minute block, and we'll try to work on those in the same block.
Got it. Those are taken care of. Just doing a final look here. I see that you have a dental appointment on a Friday. I highly suggest that since it's on your personal calendar, that we also invite your professional calendar as well. Reason for that is because to someone within the organization, if we untick your personal calendar, it's going to look as if that time is open and someone might potentially book a meeting there. So
I see.
yeah, my main point here is so people have visibility that this is actually a block time. Okay, so we're done with week 1.
That's a lot to untangle. So you'll take those recommendations away and actually go in and put these in?
Absolutely, 100%.
That'd be really, that would be a big help.
Cool. Okay, let's skip forward to the second week. So we already discussed that the half marathon is going to be placed at another time. But I see here that KPI review and video conference with clients are overlapping. So I think the KPI review can be bumped here earlier, just so you have time here for your video conference, since this is actually with participants and you have like a white space here.
Yep, let's bump that up earlier in the day, please.
Okay, that's something I can do right now. Got it. Okay. Now we have another event here. It's a physical therapy appointment. So
yeah, I booked that 6 months ago and forgot that it was still on there. That can be removed from the calendar.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It's an artifact.
So another overlapping meeting is the SEO strategy meeting and your one-on-one with Courtney. So you have a block here that's free after our sync. Are you okay with moving the meeting with Courtney at an earlier time?
If she's available, yeah. The Courtney can shift either earlier or later depending on her calendar.
Okay. So that's something I'm gonna check with Courtney first after this call, but you're okay with either before or after the SEO meeting strategy, right? Just so I can offer up those slots to her.
Yeah. Okay. That would be perfect.
Let's go. Courtney. Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's start with the doctor's appointment first, actually. Okay. So I've taken care of your one-on-one with Courtney. How about this doctor's appointment? Is this something recent or an artifact from a month ago as well?
Yeah, no, that's an active one. Want to keep that one.
Okay, got it. Same thing with the dental appointment. I'm gonna invite your professional email just so we make sure this time is blocked and people don't book time over it.
Yep, I appreciate that.
Got it. add that there. Okay, I see only one overlapping meeting on a Wednesday, and that's your one-on-one with Sonia and with Chris. So between the two, can you give me context on which of the two is high prio, just so I can decide better?
The sync with Chris is mostly just a check-in. There's no real agenda for the work there. It's mostly just like, hey, let's see how things are going as you're ramping up. So I think there's better opportunity to try to shift that one either earlier in the day or to another day.
Okay, I'll connect with Chris's EA first, just so we're aligned on the same time. That's convenient for everyone. So for Thursday, we're gonna ignore the half marathon training here. I see that your engineering meeting and your catch up with Justin is overlapping as well. Can you share with me your relationship with Justin?
Justin's just a good friend of mine. So I think that probably belonged on my personal calendar, but I just threw it in. But either way, it's going to have to take a backseat to the engineering meeting.
Okay, no worries. I'll connect with Justin after this call to find a better time. I
Yep.
see that your Friday morning is a bit relaxed, so I'll try to find time.
Yep. I can also catch up with him on the weekend, depending on his availability. So I introduced you and him over email. He's aware that you're going to be helping me with scheduling too. So, if you can go ahead and reach out to him, he'll be receptive.
Got it. That sounds good. So can you tell me more about the content leaders webinar, review, and the family barbecue? I feel like the design review is connected to the event.
Yeah, the design review and the content leaders have been folded into one, is a good way to put it. I was just trying to put things down on my calendar that I knew about before I had full context on larger meetings that would cover those. Pretty tough 4 to 6 p.m. Friday meeting to be scheduled there. But my family barbecue, my wife can kind of get the fire started. I don't think most guests are going to be coming over till later anyway. So it's a remote meeting. So I'll just be upstairs when it's happening. And so, that can probably bump into the other end. I'll just hop down to the barbecue once the content meeting is over. So we can go ahead and remove the design review from the schedule. It's the same group that's going to be discussing.
Got it. Okay, let me add that here. So far, those are the fires that we've caught. And
it's a lot of fires.
I know. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I feel cautiously optimistic. It's like, a good spring cleaning, getting some of the junk out of the house. So I'm hopeful that, beyond this exercise here, you'll be able to help me introduce some more structure and better practices into the way the calendar is run. And, I appreciate you taking the initiative on things like my wife's birthday, helping me remember to order flowers and that kind of thing. So I'd say I feel good.
Okay, same. Absolutely. I feel good that you're very optimistic about me being more hands-on with your time here on your calendar. Since this session is all about discovering your pain points and putting out fires for the next 2 weeks, the next session is all about me downloading and getting more context and preferences out of your calendar. What that means is by doing that, I'm going to be able to guard your time better. I'm going to schedule meetings more effectively and be more mindful of what's your preferences around your calendar and with managing it more effectively. How does that sound?
That sounds good. So we'll sit down and go through a bunch of different questions about calendar scheduling and that kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely. So just to wrap up this session, I just want to align with you that after this, I'm gonna apply all of these changes now that we've identified these pain points, and I won't absolutely move or schedule anything without checking with you first. I need to get a better sense of your preferences, but that will happen on our second session for calendar 2. So for now, I'll just apply the things that we agreed on, and put out fires on your calendar for the next 2 weeks. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds really good. I appreciate the hand holding and being in the loop still on things you're doing, but everything we've talked about here today, you can go ahead and start implementing for me.
Absolutely. Okay. I'll send you a DM later once I'm done with applying these, and I'll see you later, Alex.
All right. Awesome, Renee. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.
Okay. Bye.